Okay, this is the fantasy outlook for the 2015 Atlanta Falcons. Let's start off with the quarterback position. Matt Ryan is definitely the starter for the Atlanta Falcons, and it is a safe bet to put him in as a top 10 fantasy quarterback for this upcoming season. He hasn't really lost anything with regards to weapons, and he might have improved some things within the tight end position. I believe that Dan Quinn being the new head coach for the Falcons won't be a factor in his numbers, due to the fact that the defense is going to force him to play from behind. So he will be forced to throw the ball more often than he would like to. So I have Matt Ryan penciled as a top 10 quarterback. As for the running backs, we have Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman. Tevin Coleman is a rookie, so typically most teams won't be interested in starting a guy that probably can't pass block. So we have to keep an eye on that. I anticipate this is going to be a split back system between the two. Tevin Coleman is probably the talented back. I would recommend not taking these guys early, maybe mid to late round range. Try to get both if you're interested in getting both, because when it comes to two backs, when it comes to split back systems, I try to get both because you don't want to be the guy to not have both, especially when an injury occurs, because that means one of them will hit the jackpot. With regards to the wide receivers, Julio Jones is going to be a top 5 wide receiver. Hopefully he'll be able to stay healthy throughout the season. But I anticipate him being a top 5 wide receiver this year. Now, as for Roddy White, he'll probably be a low-end wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4. The chemistry between him and it all depends on how the new offense is going to be. But I think when Roddy White being another year older, he's pretty much almost done as an NFL player. I wouldn't touch him no higher than a low-end wide receiver 3, high-end wide receiver 4. Tight end Tony Milwaukee's an interesting player. He could be good for the team. Another guy that you could probably grab if you want him. Because I know when Matt Ryan had Tony Gonzalez, he had no problem throwing to him. Last year, not so much, with Tony not being there. So Milwaukee could be interesting. He actually has a little bit of talent, so he could be an interesting one to keep an eye on. The defense, I would stay away from them. Maybe bye-week pickups. Maybe if they play a terrible team. I expect them to be better than last year, but being better than last year ain't saying much. They have a better... I believe that their defense will get better because of the fact that Dan Quinn is their coach. He came from Seattle. So, and with that defensive background that he had from Seattle, I think they will be better. But I am not interested in using the Falcons defense on a week-to-week basis. I expect the Falcons offense to be a little bit high-powered, so the kicker is a pretty good option if you're into all that. But, I mean, kickers... There was a 3-point difference per game between the best kicker and the worst kicker. So take that with a grain of salt. Follow me on Twitter at ChampD1012. I'm out.